This is 66 Booysens and 32 Mandy Roads, Booysens. The subject property is made up of 3 adjacent urban of ± 1.1 hectares situated at 66 Booysens and 32 Mandy Roads, Booysens. The property has a total GLA of 9,282 square meters and is a mixture of multiple industrial double volume structures. The property comprises of 5 adjacent structures that houses 4 tenants. The buildings are face brick structures with IBR sheeting and sawtooth roofing, good flooring and B-grade offices with air conditioning. The property has sufficient power and the capacity has to be determined. The yard and parking areas are brick paved. The subject property is enclosed with palisade fencing and has numerous open and shade net parking located in front of the buildings. The tenants. +10 Distributors occupies 5,887 square meters and is in Booysens and Mandy Street. The anchor tenant for the properties currently occupy the biggest space, being the 2 large warehouses and double-story front offices on Booysens Road. The tenant stores and distributes hardware components to smaller retail outlets. These properties have large shutter doors which allow for easy access and distribution of the goods and has good concrete solid flooring. The buildings accommodate B-grade offices overlooking Booysens Road, while the warehouses are situated at the rear of the property. The warehouses have a large selection of shelving and mezzanines with distribution cages. The 2 large warehouses are linked by a passageway. Butterfly Chickens occupy 783 square meters. This tenant processes and distributes chickens. The property has B-grade offices and cold store facilities. Believers Care Society Academy occupies 1,267 square meters. This tenant is an NGO operation that distributes products to needy citizens. The property has B-grade offices and a large warehouse. The warehouse has a large shutter door at the rear of the building. The delivery vehicles have easy access into the warehouse for deliveries. Al Madawi occupies 1,345 square meters. This building accommodates a tenant in a double-story face brick building. This lease expired at the end of February 2020. This building has a reception area, offices and warehouse with a large shutter door. This property shall be vacant when going on auction as the tenant moved out at the end of February 2020. Please note that in the event of the properties being sold separately, the security expense reflected on the schedule for 32 Mandy Road would either be amended on a pro rata basis or adjusted to reflect the cost of security required at each property. Booysens is home to warehouses, factories and office spaces. These properties are well equipped, spacious and secure. The properties offer adequate power supply, great height, 24-hour security, ample parking and are situated close to the major highways. Ideally positioned, integrated transport routes and systems, excellent infrastructure and premium properties have placed Booysens as a formidable industrial suburb. Serviced by an extensive network of arterial routes, this suburb is the ideal place for logistics and transport companies as it is positioned close to the point where the M1, M2 and R41 meet. Booysens form part of the Southern Corridor and is also located close to the Soweto Highway and the M70. This property will be auctioned off on Thursday the 26th of March at Summer Place in Hyde Park.